The factory model of education, which has been used predominantly around the world and in Australian schools for the last 200 years, is heavily outdated. The model is becoming increasingly unable to meet the modern education needs of students, leading to disengagement in the classroom and reduced learning outcomes for future generations. Kleva is an educational platform that hosts third-party educational games which deliver deeper learning engagement for students by providing a modern educational framework that promotes critical thinking and digital skills. Additionally, the platform empowers teachers with tools to track, manage, and schedule their students' activities online for more effective learning outcomes.
The factory model of education was a direct response to the increased need for educated workers to power the Industrial Revolution. And as such, the 21st century requires a new model to provide a different kind of education for the current generation. Education affects every sector. It is a primary driver for GDP growth, making it the most critical investment for the future.
Kleva improves engagement by providing a communication and management platform for teachers and students that links them to educational games which deliver content aligned with the Australian national curriculum. This allows access to educational content anywhere in Australia that has a computer and an internet connection, leading to a wide array of applications both within and outside of schools.
The platform has distinct features and integrations that differentiate it from other competitors on the market, including Kleva Doodle, a real-time shared doodling game that allows teachers to engage with students online, giving teachers learning feedback and students the opportunity to collaborate in a low-risk environment, and Akara integration, allowing game creators to align their games to the Australian national curriculum, providing teachers with subject-specific teaching tools. Along with distinct features and integrations, Kleva provides all the standard tools utilized by competitors, including a game gallery, role-specific sign-on, a teacher-based and student engagement recommendation system, and the ability to group students and teachers within classroom and school online communities.
In order to group tasks and separate duties, 3 main sub-teams were formed to address the key areas of front-end, back-end, and design development. William and Jane focused on front-end structure and functionality. Peter and Gabe prioritized back-end including data framework and core systems. And Mackie and Richard concentrated on the overall design and aesthetic of the platform.
Despite having defined sub-team task areas, individual members' expertise were leveraged to achieve specific collaboration goals even when those tasks were outside of the assigned purview of that specific team member. This led to a dynamic task on a demand system influenced by the Google Sprint framework to delivery milestones and the major goals on time and on schedule.
Design and development began with role and task allocation by week 2, which included the setup of collaboration and project management tools. By week 4, the look and feel of the platform, including basic features, had been completed with high-fidelity mock-ups. A rudimentary prototype was ready by week 5, which was iterated upon in the preceding 2 weeks.
In week 8, the Kleva platform was feature complete based on the original specifications of the proposal, but based on stakeholder feedback, the team felt that it was not innovative enough. Considering a hard pivot, the team made a soft pivot integrating a new innovative features from week 9 to 11 to arrive at an aesthetic and improved platform went above and beyond the original proposal.
The Google Sprint framework was selected as the predominant structure to approach the project, as it was built on the Agile and Scrum frameworks, with a focus on rapid prototyping by completing a prototype build within 5 working days. The general structure of Google Sprint includes mapping the problem, sketching a solution, deciding on the right solution sketch, building a prototype, and then validating it. The team used a multi-dimensional collaboration approach, integrating face-to-face meetings, digital communication, and project management tools to track, manage, and schedule project tasks. Based on the Google Sprint framework, the team utilized Trello to manage current tasks, weekly stand-up meetings to track progress of subteams, and Discord to schedule new tasks and prioritize project-critical milestones.
Early design of the Kleva platform focused on child-central design with a pastel color palette, large readable font, comic-style characters, and brightly colored icons. Design philosophy revolved around simplicity and minimalism, providing just enough visual information to avoid cluttering the screen and providing users with a clear path to their intended virtual destination.
The user journey was a major design consideration as the platform had to be easy to use for both teachers and students. A decision was made that any major aspect of the platform could be reached from the homepage through the individual user logins, and that visitors could easily access information about the platform, text functionality of the Kleva Doodle system, and browse the game gallery.
The major front-end features of Kleva are the Kleva Doodle system and the Student Engagement Tracking system. Doodle was developed after a soft pivot by the team to come up with an innovative and competitor-differentiated system that could enhance the existing functionality of the platform. The Student Engagement Tracking system was a major original feature to allow teachers to track and manage the progress of their students.
The major back-end features of Kleva are the integration of the Australian National Curriculum and AI-generated prompts for the teacher during doodle sessions based on the current game being played. The integration of the national curriculum was important to frame the usefulness of the platform to schools. And the AI-generated prompts further increased the capabilities provided to teachers when interacting with students.
Students' validation was challenging to acquire as coronavirus-19 increased the reluctance for schools to allow outsiders to meet and interact with students. However, limited students' validation within a target age group was acquired through close personal contacts over the digital mediums. This validation data provided insight and shifted the development priority of major features to close align the platform with user needs.
Teachers were another major user for the platform and were more easily accessible than students. Through personal contacts, a significant number of teachers were approached with a prototype and early build to gauge their reaction and acquire feedback on features and usability. This validation data informed the design of several minor features which represented ease of use and quality of life aspects for the use of the platform by teachers.
The Kleva platform itself is feature complete, but requires effective educational games for a soft launch. Before being able to pitch the product to schools for early adoption, the Kleva team will need to approach game developers interested in targeting the educational sector to provide an initial selection of games for teachers and students to trial.
Kleva represents a revolution for the education sector and the future of effective education. In Australia alone, there are 10,584 registered schools, which represent a significant market with a minimal amount of competitors and none that target the Australian national curriculum. At a license cost of $50,000 per year per school, Kleva could achieve a yearly revenue of $500 million within 10 years and a market capitalization of $16 billion making it a lucrative, high-growth tech startup worthy of early investment.